Let me ask you a question. Do you have past customers and people in your database that have transacted and they didn't use you? Well, the odds are the answer is yes. We certainly don't want to admit to it, but the reality is the National Association of Realtors published a little report, and guess what? They asked your sellers, did you like your agent? They asked your buyers, did you like your agent? And would you use them again? And you saw the same number I saw. 89% said absolutely yes, we love our agent. And yet, when it's time to transact again, the numbers show 11% of the people actually did it. So the question is why? The question is why. I was having this conversation with my dear friend Mark Davison, who is, one of the founders of 1000 Watt Consulting. He and his partner Brian, brilliant guys. We were in this dialogue over the weekend, and we both agreed it's for one of two reasons. Number one, we don't market enough to the people inside our database. We send a mailer now and then, but we don't call enough. We don't engage them enough. We don't do enough to create the kind of real value that would cause them to say, she is the one or he is the guy. So that's the first part. But the second part, and we think the bigger issue, is we market so much, but we market information that is irrelevant to our database. We're busy sending them stuff that makes absolutely no sense, or let me restate that, simply is not important to the person that owns that home. And then guess what? You keep sending that information out, and guess what they do? They begin to trash it more and more, whether it's trash it here, trash it by delete, or trash it by throwing it in the trash. So here's the reality. What's the one thing customers want to know? How's the market, and how much is my home worth? How's the market and how much is my home worth? As we sit here watching this video on Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, my question for you is, if you took every person in your database and you created for them a customized CMA, the value of their home, and whether you emailed it or you mailed it to them, and then you followed up with a phone call, you would be providing real value. You would be solving the mystery as to why 65 million people every month are going to Zillow, and then a whole bunch more are going to Trulia and Realtor.com. They're trying to find out what's going on in the market. They're trying to get the facts, and I want you to do it. So think about it. Can you send them all a CMA? 3 to 4, maybe 5 a day, then follow up with a phone call. Did you get it? Do you have any questions? What's going on? Very relevant, because it's the one question we always get, right? How's the market / what's the value of my home? The second thing I would ask you to do is, as you're sending those out, you might want to ask them, hey, how often would you like to receive this? Would you like to get it once a month, or would you like to get it once a quarter, or is every 6 months good for you? You see, here's the reality. My CPA doesn't send me stuff every 2 weeks. My tax accountant isn't sending me stuff every 2 weeks. About once a quarter, I'm getting some very meaningful data points that he wants me to look at so I can make better decisions and be informed when it comes to being tax time. Now I know taxes are different from real estate. The average person sells every 7 years. We should be paying our taxes every year, right? Paying quarterly. But the reality is, he's keeping me informed with relevant information, so he's always top of mind. He's always top of mind, and that's what we want. So think about this simple message. 89% of your customers said they love you, and yet 11% are the ones that used you twice. The balance selected another agent. Maybe someone they saw online, or someone that connected with them in a relevant way. Make some good choices as you're thinking about your marketing plan for 2014 and how you're going to serve your clients at the highest possible level. Thanks for watching. Remember always, your strategy matters, and now more than ever, your passion rules.